Oh my goodness. Oh, what we've got here. Oh, our very own editing suite. The hell's this? The kids have been in here. God damn it. So I fixed the Mac. So we're up and running again. I'm filming this on the camera, which is good, because filming it on the phone is a pain in the ass, especially for editing. But now I have an editing suite. My office is completed. Just waiting for the blind to arrive. But that's it. Right, let's head off into the brewery because it's looking very depressing in there. There's mess everywhere, but it looks worse than it is. Just need to move some stuff about, and I'm nearly done with the stud walling. So we'll jump down into the brewery, have a look, see how far we've got since I last put a video up. Oh my god. Depression. Sorted a light bulb out. Did a bit of filming in here the other day and looked like we're in some sort of witness protection scheme. Couldn't bloody see me. We're all blacked out. Right. So in here, I think the last thing we had on the go was the stud walling on this side. I was getting that finished. I think I needed to knock out the rest. That's where I left it. Well, I've moved around here and I've just got to put some timbers across the top of the window and then knock out a little bit down here, and then that's done. Luckily this Celotex or Kingspan, it was in the shed when we moved in. So in places like this where I wanted to stud this part out, but I don't want it to come out too far into the door casing for plasterboard and skim. It didn't leave a lot for insulation, so I've just cut a piece and stuck it against the brickwork. Trapped that plug in, but it doesn't matter because that's all coming out. I've started to come across here, just getting the door studded off. Got another piece to just go in here, just to carry the plasterboard when it flies through. And then we've done the other side. The other side's studded out. There's just a piece of stud there to fill in, and where we're looking, a piece of stud there to fill in, and then just going to run timbers like this in between the joists so that I've got something to fasten the plasterboard to when I do plasterboard the ceiling. And I need to continue to just put some stud in here, which I'm waiting on some shelving to arrive, shelf brackets, because Abby wants some more shelves put up in the house. I'm almost done now putting shelves up in the house, thank God. But as you've seen, the office is done now. We hadn't got anything sorted out in there, so I fixed the Mac. Now I needed the office. So yesterday we went to IKEA, got all the stuff to turn that room into an office. I have somewhere now to edit in peace instead of trying to do it in the bedroom. Nightmare. So I did that yesterday. I've also, someone asked for an update on the what was happening outside with the playhouse fort. Well, I've done it. There's just a couple of pieces of the decking to get down, and then it's done. The kids love it. Slides in place. You'll see I've got a tree there and a tree there. Put two trees in, started to dig the border out at the back, and I've got to shape all the garden around here, dig out all this overgrown grass, and here we're having a greenhouse which is on order, should be here anytime now. And then after the greenhouse, sort of running up here on the grass, we're gonna have two raised beds for vegetables. But I need to get all that done before winter comes, because then it gives us a head start for spring, getting things in the garden. So I've had a lot to do. It's been a bit of a pain. I've also been to the father-in-law's. The house that we rented before we moved into this one that we bought was Abby's mum and dad's house. So when we left, he decided to completely renovate it, rewire it. So there's been a lot of plastering to do there, which I've helped him out with. I've done the plastering that needed doing. So that added time into my schedule that meant I couldn't get in here. But I'm slowly getting through all the jobs. I've also got an outside, the outside door on the back door that was on the side of the house that I blocked up on the inside. The outside brickwork still needs going in before the winter. It was a bit fine because it's been summer, so I've just like had it sheeted up, so it just kept most of the rain out. But the winter's on its way, so I need to brick that up. So I have a few little jobs that I need to work my way through. Once they're all done, then I'm 100% free time I've got is in here. At the minute I'm bitting and bobbing, so I apologise for the lack of videos. I underestimated the effects moving house would have. I thought once I'd done all the renovating of the majority of the stuff in the house and we moved in, that'd be it. I'd have all my free time in here, and that wasn't the case. It was an eye-opener for sure. But we are getting there. Like I say, all them little jobs are coming to an end. So while it looks a mess in here, I mean, this timber's going to go into the walls. The what's this called? A mower is going to go in here. This all needs clearing out, but most of it just wants either going in the loft or the playhouse. And then I'm going to build some timber shelves and boxes in there to put everything in there, so we won't have the mess in here. It'll be in there. Drainage, still got the drainage, and I'm thinking, because while I was in here doing the last of the stud work, I'm thinking about where I'm going to have everything. You know what I mean? Daydreaming. So thinking of the jobs that I've still got to do before I get in here, but also daydreaming about the brewery being up and running. So I had a word with the electrician friend of mine that wired up our new kitchen ring main. He's said that we're going to be running a 10mm armoured cable out from under the stairs, and then we're running it up the house on the outside, and then across a cable to come in where we are getting power at the minute, in this top corner here. And then that's going to drop into a fuse box, which is going to be in there, in that separate area there. And then out of there we're going to run a 6mm cable to feed the control panel. And then we're also going to have a lighting circuit and a socket circuit. So I've got the cable for that. I've got to just drop the sockets where I want them, and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to be ending up having the brewery set up on this back wall here and extractor hood up here, and then I'm thinking I'm going to move the fan that we had further away from where it's extracting. It did the job, but you could tell it was not very happy about it, so I'll move the fan further away and just extend the pipe, and then we'll probably put the extraction point in this corner here. And I also want power to, like I say, a couple of fans, bathroom fans. So they'll be them humidity control fans. So when it gets a little bit damp in the air in here, day or night, they'll turn on and move the air about. I'm lucky in the fact that this door here has, you know, good airflow around it. So it's not airtight, so anything that gets sucked out will get fresh air sort of sucked in. But that was something that I had in my mind from the get-go in here. I didn't want to, after a brew day, shut the door and then leave any residual steam or build up of moisture and heat from the fridges to sort of build up in here. I wanted it to be continuously drawn out. So a couple of them fans will be going in. I'm thinking I'm going to have on this section of stud in here the Keyser, so it'll be Keyser there, brewery there, and then here I'm going to have a sink. So when I put the ACO drainage in somewhere down here, I'll be able to drop the waste pipe from the sink into the ACO as well. Be nothing fancy, but it'll get it away. And then I'll dig this up here, lay my pipes in out the door, so to speak, and then down this side of the brewery I've got the paving outside to bring up, and then we're going to go straight across here and drop it into the manhole. So I'll have proper floor drainage in here, which I didn't have in the last place. I'm looking forward to it. But once the studding is in, then I can start getting the wiring in, ordering the plasterboard, getting it plastered out. Sockets in, I've got the insulation to pop in, and the next biggest thing is the roof. I've got to re-roof it before the winter comes. You see here where it's been staining the wall. It's running, when it rains heavy, it's letting water in, so I've got to get it watertight before I start plastering. It all sounds a lot, but it'll start to happen very, very quickly. There should be a doddle after doing the house, so yeah. So it looks worse than it is, but that's where we are at the minute. So as soon as I get onto the wiring, or I do something else in here, I'm going to film it now on the camera because I can do the editing, and we'll resume normal service as quickly as we can and whatnot. I've not been as free as I wanted to be, but that's life, I suppose. But we're getting towards the end of it now. I can have more time in here. So thanks for bearing with me, and a massive thanks to the people on Patreon that have stuck with me. It's surprised me, the support on there, because I've not been putting videos up, not through lack of trying, just time, but the money that's been coming on Patreon is what's going to be going in here. So the timber that's been studding it out has mostly come from Patreon, and same with the plasterboard and stuff. Yeah, massive thanks to people on Patreon. It's blown my mind, the support. It means that we can keep the foot on the pedal in here, getting materials in, getting it built out, so I can get back to brewing. I can't wait to get back to brewing, it's been too long. But yeah, that's it, fellas. That's it. So the videos will be more regular, but they still won't be as regular as they were before we moved house at the minute, but I'm working on it. So that's it, fellas. So as always, don't forget to thumb up spirit because you want to do. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Click your marks. Get a nice time. If I get hold to say until next time, I'm out of here.